Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello. Yes, it is the afternoon here in the UK. Just been doing a bit of crafting, bit of videoing, and I just fancied coming on and doing something. Had a quick look at my Pinterest board, and just one of the first pictures that came up in a Pinterest board that I have called Inspirational Cards to Case. I have various topics, and one of them is shabby chic. Basically, that's where I put all my inspiration that's just got loads of layers and textures and yummy stuff. And there were just 3 cards, you may have seen it in the thumbnail, that I just thought was gorgeous. So I'm going to show you that now for you to have a kind of really good look at it. It's this here, and I'm not going to be absolutely replicating this. I'm just going to take elements of this and see how we go. I've got the Memories and More pack that I have played with before that was used for doing some scrapbooking, but I thought, oh, there's some nice dark colours in there. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got dark blue, but I have got dark green. I do have dark green, so thought that would be fun to do. Let me say a quick hello to everybody on the live. I've switched on subscriber mode, but you only have to subscribe for 1 minute and then you're able to chat. I just didn't want to make life hard for my mods this afternoon. Hello, Martina, Linda, who else? Shaz, oh, huge hugs to you, sweetheart. Valerie, Barb, Judy, Jan, Bev, Barb, Judy, oh, you're all here. Oh, hello everybody, lovely to see you. So if you're watching this on the replay, or if it's the first time you've come here, you're so welcome. And hit that subscribe button if you want to find me again. So let's get down to the desk. I also am going to have that a little picture of the inspiration there in the corner. I hope you don't mind that, just so that you can kind of keep an eye on what I'm doing and whether or not you think I'm following the inspiration. So I've grabbed out some punches. I've also grabbed out the, what's this called, chic dies that match the, it's a whole suite of things and it all kind of matches. The other thing I was meant to do, oh, excuse me, I'm going to grab my craft white ink pad as well. So first of all, what we're going to do is choose some dark background to see what I can do. I was also thinking of doing a slimline card like the ones that are in there, and I thought if I can find 2 pieces of card that are similar enough, I could maybe fake it, you know, have that. So let's see what there is. Oh dear. Oh. Well, I wonder if I can cover some of that up and then maybe add an extra section top and bottom. All right, that's a possibility. It's a bit too light. Oh, maybe that one. Those are the stickers. All right. Not what I thought. Oh, or have I used the other one to that one? Oh no, I haven't. Ah, okay, so that's a possibility. Me popping those 2 together. That's all right, isn't it? Oh, let's get. Oh, is lighting okay? That bit better. Okay, let's go with that. I think I'm just going to get on with it because I've actually got dinner in the oven, and so I don't really want this to take too long. Right, so out of some of these then, I'm thinking I could cut some leaves. So that's what I need to now be looking at cutting out some flowers. I know, I'll move this over so that you can see. And, ooh, a nice peachy flower might be quite nice. So I'm going to cut. Actually, I'm going to try and do that in a corner because I want to get another one up there. Oh yeah! Oh, okay, that's good. I want to try and make that kind of rose effect that's in that picture. No, I'm not going to get one out of there. I've got anything smaller. I've got some
lots of retired punches that I could use, but I don't really want to do that. What I'm going to do is try and cut out some little other elements. So little stars are quite good for putting in the middle of flowers. So, right, all right. So, oh, I've got that left as well. Get a flower up there. Get another flower out of that one. So how's everybody doing? How was your vegetable soup last night, Miss Linda? And then I want some pale greens to cut some leaves out from. These are nice. Hi, Lisa. Lisa McCusker. Welcome. Where are you from? Oh, hi, Heidi. Gosh, you're up early. Get that one out of there. And oh, if I cut that there, hopefully I'll get enough green out of that side. I do like this pale green, it's very pretty. And I'm going to see if I can get something out the top of. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. This is why I got this out. Was so that I can get, look, out of the ladybird punch you can get leaves. Oh, they don't call me frugal for nothing. Tell you what. I could make a ball dress out of sackcloth, I could. Hold on. I'm determined. I am determined. I'm going to get something out of this. Right, there's one. Get another one out of here. Hold on, just got to straighten it out. And then I get one at the other end as well. I'm going to get one of these. Goodness me. Right. Oh, will I get something out of that one? No, I'll leave that. Give that up. All right, so I've got a few leaves. I've got a few flowers. What else do I need? I need a nice bit of texture. So I was going to use this fabulous die here. And then maybe I'll also cut out some leaves. Got these two gorgeous dies there. And, oh, there's that one there too, and that one. So what colour should we go for? I want to go for a different kind of greeny grey, perhaps. Oh, there's this one. We could cut the leaves out of that one. And I'm going to get my little mini cut and emboss machine to do that. And then we want kind of a bit of a contrast. So we can go with maybe that one. A nice warm yellowy colour, I think. Just having a look to see if there's anything else in amongst these. No, we'll go for that one. Right, get my little mini baby out to do the job. Right, this is the fourth time I'm trying to say hello to you, Jamba. Oh, it's YouTube being a pain. You have been here before, Lisa. Oh, you're welcome. Right, do remember to share this video out if you enjoy my channel and you think you may, if you know somebody else who enjoys this kind of creating, stamping, crafting, chit chat, English accent, creativity, inspiration. I don't know, you guys, you can come out with all the nice buzzwords for my channel. Oh, talking about cooking, we usually talk about cooking as well at some point. We share recipes on this channel. What else? Encouragement, support, prayers. That's what we do here. If you like that kind of channel, then stick with us. All right, now that cut through properly. Oh my word. Right, I'm making a right mess here. Don't tell Esther. Esther's my sister, guys, and she also has a YouTube channel, and she despairs of me. She's like, why don't you put it straight in the bin? I'm like, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? I like crawling around on my hands and knees with that dustpan and brush after I do a crafting session, or maybe every other week. There's something quite satisfying actually about having a really mucky floor. When I say mucky, I don't mean muddy, I just mean lots of paper and stuff on it, and then sweeping it and going, ah. See, I would deprive myself of the enjoyment if I, you know, tidied up as I went. I mean, you know, what's the point of that? Right, so now I'm going to cut out the leaves. Just clean that up a bit. Can you see that all right? Get the leaves. So this type of card making, I really do quite enjoy. But you do need lots of different little elements. But it's the sort of thing that, you know, there's no real rules to it in terms of what you can put on your card. It's about texture and maybe picking a bit of a limited colour palette, not a kind of like, you know, not lots and lots of different things, but, you know, limited. It's very much about the subtle and the shabby chic and that kind of thing. And I'm all about using Stampin' Up products to work for me. I do get frustrated when I sometimes hear people say, oh, Stampin' Up so limited, they don't do multimedia or whatever, but they actually do stock quite a few products that can be used, sorry, not multimedia, mixed media products. So like, for example, the white ink, the pigment white ink, that's brilliant. Also the texture paste that we do. We also do those little drops now, the squeezy dot things. Those are fab. Also the fine tip glue pen is really handy for sticking hard things. I'm trying to explain it. I can't tell you how many times I've found tiny little stamps that have fallen on the floor, so I always get down on the floor and check before running the vacuum. Absolutely. Hello, Miss Kathy. Lovely to see you. Exactly. I very rarely hoover, especially my craft space. I don't think I've ever had the hoover in here. I tend to sweep. Right, that's the leaves done. Let's stick these away before I lose them. Right, now the other thing I wanted to cut out was, because I haven't used these very much, is the harvest dies. And I really do like this, particularly this branch die. But I'm wondering whether to do that in a bit of a metallic. Oops. I've still got a piece of paper still in there from the last time I used it. Where's my little... Where's my... Oh, I did have it out earlier. Where has it gone? My little pokey. No, that's not it. Oh, I'll just use a pair of scissors. I had my pokey tool out earlier. Oh gosh, there's a few of these in here. Oh! Ooh! Well, I don't know who cut that one out, but that's nice, isn't it? Nice little surprise. Right, let's get some nice foil out. And oh, there's a nice bit of copper here. Let's use this. Just clean off my plate a little bit. And I quite like the idea of these two. I'll fit that in. Okay. I think we've got it. Go on, in you go. And no, I didn't scroll right to the end because I don't actually need the end bits. Just wanted these bits here. So I'm probably just going to cut those off. Like that. Okay, brilliant. There's my little branch. My cute little branch. So those of you who are joining, I'm being inspired by Pinterest. Now I try to click on the picture to find out who I need to say thank you to for sharing such a delightful set of cards. However, the link didn't go anywhere. So if you do want to have access to that photograph, just follow me on Pinterest. It's on my inspirational cards to case board. Sorry, I was trying to find the words then. Oh, now the other thing I was going to do with the popper was to punch out a label. But actually, I only need like the top section because I want to just sort of. I wonder if I can do this. I just want to go around the edge of it. Sorry, I'm overthinking this now. Right, so that's a bit to go around the top of it. Let's see if I can get a little bit of that out here as well. There we go. And I might just see if I can get some side sections. Oh, flew away there. Alright, so that's because I may want to just put a little border around a label. So if I punch out a label, it's quite a nice piece of nice colour there. Yep, that will do. And ooh, let's just have a quick look at the papers and see if there is a sentiment that I would like to use, because life is better with you. That's quite nice, isn't it? What's that? Everything beautiful starts with love. Oh, that's nice. I like you. Thank you. Today's memories are tomorrow's moments. I do like that one. It's the little things. Thinking of you. That's quite nice as well. But you know when you want to send an... Yeah, I think that one. We'll go with that one. And look, it also already has like a little frame around it. I wonder if that would fit. No, no it won't. I'm going to have to cut that out. Just having a wee little think, everybody. Having a wee little think. I'll get my trimmer back out for that. Right, this is prep time, all right? Just letting you know, this in a minute, I'm going to sit down and start making the card, and it's going to go so much more smoother because everything is now prepped. So let's just chop this down. That there. Could maybe use these pieces for something else. There we go. Right, are you all still with me? Hello, everybody. Hello, I'm looking up now. Martina, always armed and at the ready to clean and defend, lol. Oh, right. Oh, you guys make me laugh. So now we need a piece of cardstock. So let's go for a piece of very vanilla, I think. Oh no, it's thin. It's thin. It's thick. So let's move these punches to one side within arm's reach in case I need them again. So these little cards measure 3 by 4 inches. So if I cut my card base to, I'll give it 3 1/4. I'm going to score at 3 1/4, and then cut it at 6 1/2. Voila. That should sit on nicely, like so. Will that fit onto there? Or do I need to trim it? Just need to give it a little wee trim. So 4 + 4 is 8. So 8 1/4. Give it a little. Oh my goodness, it's just like a hairbreadth. Tiniest little trim. Oh, mind you. Oh, right. Oh, I might not need to do that. That might just be fine on its own. Yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is. Right, where's my gluey glue gone? Here it is. Ah! Nope, not having it today. Try this one. Go back to the old one. Nope. Pick a new one. I've got all my glue standing upside down, ready to use. That's better. Get rid of you lot. So, stick this down into place. I'm hoping it's going to look seamless when I've added these together. Hello? Yeah, is it ready? Oh yeah, take the top off the sausages now. And take the cauliflower out and just make sure the sausages and potatoes are all cooked. Alright. I put stuff in the oven. Tom's checking on it for me. Sorry those of you new to my channel. My husband checking on food. Okay, so that's gotten on. Now I want to do a little bit of stencilaging. So I do have the current stencils here with me, and not those, these ones. I like that one, or do I like that one better? This one here. So I'm thinking I want to put a little bit of white in the background. Let's get you guys suitably positioned. Get my white ink pad. Oh no, don't fall down. Oh, just dropped a bit of copper. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I have a dauber that I tend to reserve for using on, or with rather, my white ink. And I'm just looking for it because it's disappeared. Oh, for goodness sake, bear with. Where's it gone? Don't run out on me now. Why do things insist on hiding when you need them? Eh? Why does that happen? Like, I always put you back in the right place, so why aren't you here? Oh, found it. Oh, that was close. Right. Is that so that you're ready to have a little tipple at the same time, Barb, if needs be? How come I'm early today? I just fancied it, Ivy. Hello, by the way. I just fancied coming on. I've been crafting this morning and videoing things, and although to my shame I missed a blog hop on Sunday, I went onto the Facebook group for this blog hop that I do, thinking, oh, I wonder what we're doing this Sunday. Oh no, it was last Sunday. So embarrassing. Right, Ooh, I like that. I likey. Although I've done it on that corner, I didn't really mean to do that. Oh well. I'll do a bit down here as well. So because this is white pigment ink, you just have to layer it up gently. Don't be trying to scrub it on. You just got to dab, dab, dab. If you've ever done any stenciling on walls, or you remember stenciling used to be all the rage in like the late 80s and early 90s. It's about building up the colour. It's not about, you know, quick, get it on. You've just got to build it up. If you're using texture paste, that's different. You can do that fairly quickly. But when you're using the white ink, just take your time. Not going anywhere. Just layer it up. Okay, so that's that for that. So I'm just laughing at my own figure of speech. You never want to drink from my glue glass. Fair enough. All right, so then we're going to have, I don't know, a nice bit of this, I think. I might even tear it. Yeah, let's tear it. Kind of elongate it a bit. That can go there and there. I'm thinking I also want to lighten up some of this because it's a bit creamy, isn't it? So let's lighten that up. That's better. There we go. Ooh, while we're here, I'm just going to put a little bit of ink onto my little leaves. Again, give it a bit of a distress with a bit of the white. I may still come in here with a bit of ink as well. Have white and dark together. You can never have too many layers. Right, now I am wondering about putting it on my heat gun, but should I try and do it with glue? Should we do it with glue and see what happens? Just going to do a little bit here, because I can always stick things on top. Do a bit here. All right, then we want some of these nice leaves. I'm going to get my little tweezers and oh, where are they? Where are my tweezers? Honestly, you'd think by putting everything in a like one carousel, you'd be able to find it. But oh no. Alright, I've got these ones, I've got my Stampin' Up ones. Tweak. Let's give these a bit of a tweak over. Oh, caught my finger there. Right. Ooh, I like that. I'm not sure if you're meant to use these this way, but I am. Give them like a little flip. Managed to cut mine out for making stencils. Ooh, hello Denise Kitswardlow. Nice to see you. Right, just giving these a little bit of a tweak so that they're not so flat. When you're making 3D cards like this, got to make sure there's no flat surfaces. It's all got to be beautifully textured, whether it's through this, the inking and the stamping, if you're doing stamping, or through manipulating the paper. So, and that's why I don't really mind if it's not all glued down properly, because doesn't actually matter. So these, I don't probably need to give these too much of a tweak because they're already quite textured, these, aren't they? Oh, gorgeous. Right. Just going to get these stuck down. Ooh, that's a bit much. Spread the glue love around. So I don't just go for stems, I sometimes go for the thicker leaves because that's going to stick better. See? So aim for the leaf. Stick you there. Give that a little moment. Give it a little more of a press so it sticks. So you can use wet glue. I know sometimes I do cheat and use a bit of hot glue. That's just sometimes for speed, but if you've got the time, you can use wet glue. Just got to give it a bit of a press to make sure it stays. If you've got any questions, please do ask me while I'm here. And if you've missed the live, please just ask in the comments section. I do get the notifications for comments. So, and if I don't know the answer, I will try and find out. Please don't assume I know the answer to everything. I do not. So that's going to be like a little bit of my focal point there. I forgot about that. And also I've got the little frame, which is kind of cute. Then I wanted to add a bit of copper to the top. It's got a little nick in it, but I don't think it matters because it kind of adds a bit of a, you know what, I'm going to deliberately distress that copper up because it all looks a little bit too shiny and nice, doesn't it? And I'm even going to tear, like you see I'm sticking my nail into it there as well. So we don't want it completely perfect, do we? So. Oh, you're super welcome, Denise. Yeah, they're a good bunch here. Right, I'm also thinking about putting a little bit of black stays on there. I've got it to hand. Just to almost make it look like burnish. Oh no, got to take that bit off. Got to do the stays on sniff. Oh, shouldn't really do that. Just smells so good. Right, I like that. I like that. So let's get some dimensionals. We want this. I'll put a little bit of, I think I'll put a little bit of something around the edge of that. A bit of crumb cake. Ooh, you know what? I should put a bit of crumb cake on some of these as well. Ooh, it's a blustery day here, guys. Right, just a tiny little smidge of this around the edge. So this is what I would call a shabby chic or a very detailed card. It's not one of those, you know, pop them together in a minute type things. So these do take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. Okay, stick that there, stick that there. Okay, there. Cut a bit off there. Just trying to see if I can find my picking tool. Oh, oh no, there's a little scissors. I thought I'd found my tweezers then. Oh, see you, Jan. Oh, it's almonds. Deb Smith. Marzipan. Yes, I should probably say a warning. You're not. Please don't sniff stays on. It's not actually advisable. It's I do not advocate sniffing anything apart from stamps. Okay, see, I like that better. I didn't like it when it was super shiny. I like it now it's a bit distressed. There we go. Love it. So let's pop some more dimensionals on the back of here. I think I might even pop 2 in that middle section because it's going to be it's 2 dimensionals high now. I'll stick a bit across there. Don't ever throw away your end pieces of dimensionals, ever. Because this is what you can use them for. Right. You know what's so funny? I did not even plan that those leaves would just sit so beautifully there, but it's just worked out that way. Then I'm going to put that there. Now, flowers. I have not forgotten the flowers. I've also not forgotten these leaves. I think I might just cut that off. Don't need it. That's nice. That is true. You can smell it without sniffing it. That is very true. Okay, I'm just going to use my tweezers to push down because sometimes tweezers are much more finer than your fingers and nails or whatever. And when you're doing a lot of gluing like this, you don't really want to start getting your fingers sticky. So if you can use some tweezers just to push down. I find that helpful. Again, I'm going to cut that off. Put that into there. Now, because this is so delicate, now you have got the option if you wanted to and have got the time, you can cut several of these leaves and maybe stick them together. But I didn't do that, so I'm just going to make sure that this is stuck down at different points so that it's not going to fall off or rip off. Okay. Are you all still with me? You're all with me still. How do you think I'm doing on the inspiration? I'm going to just make one of these a little bit bigger and then pop it to the side. There we go. Hey Jodie. Janine, what's the sentiment say? It says everything beautiful starts with love. So I've got, how many leaves have I got left? Oh, I forgot about my branch. Oh, hold on. Let's cut that off there. Oh, I forgot about that. No, I feel like we need to pull this up a bit more. Like maybe have that there, and then I would like to put the flowers on somewhere around here. So maybe a flower there. Oh, this branch can come from here, can't it? Stick you under there. Right. Oh, Janine, if you really want to, yeah. Right, so I've got that one and that one. I'm sure I've got some other little elements. Oh, got my wheat. And what else have I got? Got some some little leftover bits here, which I could cut out some more flowers. I've also got some little stars, which I thought could make the centres of my flowers. Flip them round from that side, that way round. Of course, we can put some gems and things in the centre. Okay, still got a leaf here that could be used. So let's get started sticking these down. And then maybe another leaf from there. Right, let's start putting these flowers together, but I do want to add a little bit of ink to the edges of these. Because I'm using two different colours, and this just will just pull the look together. It's amazing what just a few little strokes of the brush can do. And it makes the paper, I mean, the papers are beautiful, but sometimes when you're working on a project, you want to make it yours. You want it to be a little bit more unique than just the papers that come out the packet, you know. So it's worth doing this extra treatment of it. So. Oh, is Miss Bonnie in here yet? It's Bonnie's birthday today, everybody. Did you know that? Oh, was Jodie up? Oh, Jodie was up by you, Janine. Oh. Right, just put this on. I hadn't realised I hadn't stuck that on already. I'm going to do it with dimensionals because, you know, why not? Oop. So it's straightish. So I'm just have a look at it to see if it's straight. Yeah, okay. So that one's going to go there. Remember to put this on. So just put tiny little blobs of glue and spread it around. Hold it down. You know what, I'm just going to stick that on top for a sec. Oh, in you go, come on. Okay, so I think we're going to do a flower there and a flower here. Put that leaf in. I'm just sort of like looking for the last little pieces to stick on now. Oh, forgot about these. I think to stick these flowers, I'm going to use dimensionals. Again, might just put 2 on top of each other. Now, when you've got a nice sentiment, you've got to be so careful not to cover it up. Okay, I think that's going to hold. Right, well this is wiggling about a little bit, so I'm just trying to look underneath to see if there's anywhere I can stick more down, because the flower is stuck onto a leaf it's sort of waving around a bit. So I'm just going to reinforce it by putting another dimensional underneath there. Stick it all down. You don't want your card to fall apart. Right, last little few bits to go in. We've got this little thing here, which could get tucked under there maybe. She doesn't really show up, so sometimes don't just put things in for the sake of it, because if they don't show up, it's pointless being there. Ah, see, that shows better there. So move things around and figure out, okay, where's it going to be the best place? Oh, you don't have that punch. Ah, yeah. I'm sure you've got others. If you've got Flower Shop, you could use that. Right, we do need to put a few little gems on here, I think. And we also have these left over, which are rather nice. Something nice about wheat. If you're going to give this as a wedding card, there's something nice about wheat for weddings. You ready? Ooh. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to cut that down a bit more. Yep, happy with that. Oh, thank you, Janine. Hi, Caroline. Oh, bye, Deb. So for those of you just joining, I've been inspired by the card that you can see on the left here. I haven't done the whole circle thing, and there may be even some fabric in there. Oh, I've just realised I've got that lovely textured. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to try something out. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to use it. What you do is you get a big bit of ribbon, you tie it in a knot. And then you just cut down the middle. Probably shouldn't do it over the card. I'll just move that out of the way. And you basically just pull the strands off, fray it. After all, this is shabby chic. It is meant to be, I guess it's looking quite autumnal as well, isn't it now? So it's all about the texture. I'm making a mess. I did wonder about popping it. There. I'm not sure. I'm wondering whether just to cut it down a little bit. It's a little bit long. Cut that bit off. There we go. Right, now normally I'd say don't use wet glue for ribbon. I nearly did then because I thought actually it's going to be shoved in there and it's got time to dry. So what I might do is do a combination of glue dots and wet glue. It's not normally I don't recommend wet glue for ribbon, but because it's going to be, I'm going to put it on this where I've done the knot. Ooh, I might do it above and below actually. I'm going to lift that up slightly to get that in and then sit on it metaphorically. Just push that down so hopefully it will dry. Thank you, Diane. Oh gosh, it's taken nearly an hour this. I was thinking I'll just come on here for half an hour, just a bit of card making. Oh well, it's worth it. Right, gems, gemage. Now, do we want to go glittery or do we want to go, I don't know, maybe go a bit more pearly? Ooh. Now, I know these are meant to be like a pale pink, but I think it goes, you know. Go for one of those there. Go for one of you there. I don't think you can tell there's a join unless you really study it. Do you think it needs more gems, or could do a few little pearls maybe? Thank you, Gina. Oh, didn't like trying to stick to that white ink. Didn't like it. Right, so I've got a little bit of glue on the sentiment, so I'll try and get it off with my silicone rubber. Okay. And I think to make it, oh, hold on, just need to cut a little slither off that section. Oh, that's not stuck down. I'm wondering whether it'd be nice to stick something on the inside, just to, because this is quite heavy on the front now. It feels like it just needs a little bit of reinforcement on the inside, and I do appreciate sort of when you go to that length to make a special card. It can feel a bit weird where you've got all this lovely detail and then you kind of open it and then this bit feels a bit flimsy, so it is worth just taking the time to add some extra layers to the back. All right. There we go. Oh, good, Shaz. Right, there we go, guys. What do you think? So I'm just going to bring that image back over so you can see the elements in which I kind of was inspired by. You can see the various textures and leaves and so on. Obviously I haven't quite got the flower looking like a rose, where I could have done if I'd spent maybe another 15 minutes really playing with these flowers. I could have made them look more rose-like, and certainly if I'd used the hot glue gun I could have done that, but I didn't realise I'd spent so long already putting it together. So. Right, my friends, thank you so much. You can do it. Have a play. You've got all the stuff, Martina. It's just about cutting it out, sitting, having a play. You can do it.
You're too kind. Thank you. Right, I think I'll pop back later on this evening and do a stamp one sheet wonder with you. Okay, and I'll see you all later. Yeah. Did you make all 3 blue cards? Oh, no, Caroline. That was just some inspiration from Pinterest. Yeah, I'll show it to you a little bit larger. So I grabbed this picture from Pinterest, and that's what inspired me. Okay, because I do want to sort of show that Stampin' Up! Products can do that type of work. You've just got to spend the time. So please remember that this process has taken me an hour from start to finish. Yes, I did grab out a few punches to put on my desk and dies. That maybe add another 5 minutes to the process, but that process has taken me over an hour. So it's not a quick process. And you do need to, when you look at a picture like that, think about the layers. So let me take you back down and talk you through that.
So we started off with a dark background. All right, so that was the first thing I needed to do, have a dark background. Then I used the white ink, the white ink, and used a stencil and a dauber to get on the white ink. Then I cut out the texture that sits in the background. Then I looked at the leaves, so we punched out leaves, die cut leaves, die cut branches, cut out the sentiment and the labels. So you've got to think background layer, with ink on it, texture background, so this sort of burlappy looking thing, then a focal point with a sentiment, then your flowers, then all your leaves, and then if you want to add some extra burlap as well. So we followed here quite a typical card structure that I've used time and time again, where you have your focal point and you have things radiating from that center point. And then, now normally I go for 3 flowers, but I think here it's okay because you've got 2 flowers, but you've got your focal point, so that's 3 things to look at. So it's layer by layer by layer. All right. It's a journey, not a race. Thank you, Shaz. Absolutely. So take your time. It's just about bringing all those elements together. And it's about the detail. It's about adding your extra little bits of ink to things. It's not just using things as they come out the packet. All right. These are your tools. They're not, it's not art just to stick that on a piece of cardstock. Okay. The art bit is using this, punching it out, putting a bit of ink on it, but that's the bit that takes the time, but is quite satisfying. So it's about just taking the time to do that. Okay. Good night, Heidi. Sleep well. Take care, Misty. Lovely to see you, Lorraine, Ivy. Great to see you. Good numbers for this time of day. Normally, yeah, quite a few of you are still asleep. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for coming by. Right, catch you all later. Love you lots. Please go and have a play. Please, please, please. Please don't be put off. Thank you.
Ruth can do it, but I can't. You can, you can, you can. Please, please, please have a go. Right, start simple. Start with a focal point and some leaves coming from it. Try that first. All right, please. Lots of love, everybody. I'll see you all soon. I'm going to leave you with that. You make me smile. You make me smile.